You might have heard of the term root mean square, or generally called RMS value of an AC current or a voltage. And today we are going to discuss what this means. Now for a current, suppose I write I is equal to Im sin omega t, then Im over here is the peak value of the current, the maximum value of the current. Omega is the angular frequency, where omega is given by 2 pi f. Suppose the frequency is 50 Hertz, which means that we have 50 cycles of this wave which pass a point in 1 second. And I is the instantaneous value of the current. For instance, if the red dot is here, then this value of the current at this instant is the instantaneous value of the current. But in commercial practice, alternating currents are measured and expressed in terms of RMS values and not in terms of the peak value or the instantaneous value. So let's look at what are RMS values. Now let's look at these two situations. We have a direct current flowing in one and an alternating current flowing in the other. And the value of the resistance is the same in both the cases. R is the same. Now let us say that the heat dissipated or the power dissipated is the same in both the cases. The power dissipated by the direct current is I square R, and we can call this IDC. And now we are saying that the power dissipated by the alternating current is also I square R, where we are defining this I as the I RMS. The root mean square value of alternating current is defined as that value of steady current which would dissipate heat at the same rate in a given resistance. Right now this might sound slightly confusing to you, but as we proceed this will be clear to you. See, in case of a DC current, the current is always constant. It has a fixed value. But in case of an alternating current, this is a graph for I, which is equal to Im sin omega t, and this is a graph for I square, which is Im square sin square omega t. So the peak value for this graph is Im, and the peak value for this graph, this would be Im square. Now if you notice, I square is always positive, it is above the axis. Since you are squaring the value of current, the negative values will also become positive. Value that we get from the graph, which is I square, and then if you multiply it with R, is I square R, will give us the instantaneous power, because this is the power at every instant as the current varies. But now we are interested in the average value of the power. So what we want is the average value of I square R. To find the average value of I square R, we need to find the average value of I square and then multiply this with R. So now our task is to find the average value of I square, and you can see that I RMS square is going to be equal to the average value of I square. I am just repeating this point. The average value of I square is equal to I RMS square if power is to be given by I RMS square R. Let's find the average value of I square from the graph. You can see that the values are positive even for the negative half cycles, and the graph is a symmetrical one. The mean or the average value is Im square by 2, where Im square is this value. See, Im was the peak value of the sinusoidal wave, and this is Im square. So the average value is Im square by 2. So next we can write I RMS square equals Im square by 2, since Im square by 2 is the average value of I square, and this gives us I RMS equals Im over root 2, which is about 0.71 times Im. Now let's take a look at this question. I RMS is Im over root 2, which is about 0.71 times the peak value, and I peak value can be written as root 2 times I RMS. Now say you have to find the I RMS, given that the peak value of the current is 1 ampere. So you have to use the first formula, and I RMS is 0.71 times the peak value. So in this case it will be 0.71 ampere. Say you have to find the peak value. If you are given the RMS value of the current is 0.5 ampere, so you have to use the second formula, and the peak value of the current is root 2 times the I RMS. Now we have a similar relation for the voltage. So we have V RMS equal to peak value of voltage by root 2, and peak value of voltage is root 2 times V RMS. So this is an equally important formula which you need to do while solving questions to change the peak value to RMS value or the RMS value to peak value. Now here are a few questions to test your understanding. Do try these questions. Now for the answers to the questions, V RMS is equal to the peak value by root 2. The RMS value of the current is defined as that value of steady current, a constant current, which would dissipate heat at the same rate in a given resistance. The average value of I square, average value of I square is Im square upon 2. The frequency of the graph for I square is twice the frequency of the graph for Im sin omega t. And now for the last question, which was slightly tricky. See, for a square wave would look like that. The peak value of the square wave is Im. But unlike the sinusoidal wave, this has a constant positive current Im over half a cycle and a constant negative current Im for the other half cycle. Now the square of this current is positive on both the cycles. So this would be Im square, and it is Im square all throughout. So the root mean square value is going to be Im. The average value is again Im. So the RMS value in this case is Im. If you've got all the questions right, don't forget to give yourself a pat on your back, and do tell me your name by writing it in the comment box. If you haven't got them right, don't bother. Go through the lesson again and try the questions once again. Thank you.